Hi guys, how are you today? Today's video is going to be about secrets to stop binge eating and some tips to lose weight, but I'm doing a little experiment today too because I normally hold my phone going up and down. I use my phone to video and I usually have it, going up and down. Today I'm turning it so that it's going lengthwise, and I'm curious to see how this comes out because when I do my post it to YouTube, I get those black strips on the side. So I'm trying to see if this will eliminate that, or even from a Facebook point of view, how it is. And I am not really sure. I feel like I'm trying to look where the camera is, and I feel like my eyes are looking elsewhere. So I'm not sure, but any feedback would be appreciated. So I'm gonna try it this way today and see what happens. But let's jump into our topic in the meantime. So I want you, if you're here, if you're on, say hello so I know you're here. And if you're catching the replay, do hashtag replay and let me know. That way I'll know that you were here too. Okay, so for, these secrets to stop binge eating, let me know if you can identify with some of these situations I'm about to talk about. So, for example, now this is just an example, you might say something like, I crave something sweet, I'm always craving sweets, or whenever I start eating something good, I can't stop until I am completely finished. Or I'm fed up with starting diets that just end up going nowhere because my urge to eat, those really tasty foods is just too hard to resist. So let me know if any of these statements resonate with you, and drop something in the comments for me and let me know, if you're feeling like you can relate to this. So, sometimes food cravings can just force you to lose control and just keep you eating and eating rather than often, those unhealthy foods is what it kind of keeps us craving and keep on eating. So the thing is, we want to know what's triggering that, what's happening. So emotional eating has many starting points, and it can be triggered by stress, emotional disorders, low self-esteem, and anything else that is psychological. So, you may feel like you have enough determination to lose weight, and you may be able to find just, the best and most effective diet plan in the world, but when your emotions take over, it can be very difficult to follow through with your plan. Hi Barbie, how are you? So let's talk about some strategies that will actually help control your emotions before and while you're eating. Hi Maria, how are you? Thank you for coming on. So number one, let's be aware of what you're eating. So you might say, okay, how is that going to work? Well, when you binge, you're not thinking about it. You're just doing it. And you want to be aware of each moment. So you want to just be able to focus all of your attention on everything that's happening to you. And that's going to increase your power, to control that compulsion to eat, and, getting to that point is not hard, but it does take some time and dedication. So, I have some steps that are going to help you actually achieve your goal. And one is, it's very important to forgive yourself. Binging, that feeling guilt and then binging again, it's a negative emotional cycle. And if you binge, don't blame yourself. Instead, simply say to yourself, what's most important is that I start feeling better about myself. Or, just learning to control your cravings will take time, but know that, I'll be patient when I'm learning to control my cravings. I'll be patient with myself, and I know that I will get better at it in time. And two, you want to keep a record of what you're actually eating. So I'm going to ask you to go like totally old school here and grab a pen and paper and actually write some things down. So you can keep like a food journal of everything you eat during the day. And again, here, you don't want to judge your actions. Just being honest with yourself and writing down everything that you eat and drink is what's more important than actually, fighting with those urges that you have. And if you do binge, don't worry about it. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just enter it in your food log without any judgment. And then if you actually do this exercise, I can assure you that you will start seeing changes. Okay? And next, you want to feel what you eat. So what I mean by that is, just relax and actually taste your food. Slow down, as feel those foods in your mouth as well as the sensations that come with it. Hi, Katerina, how are you? And just notice the smells, the aromas from the food, and what you feel as you're chewing and you're swallowing. Do this with, one or even all your meals throughout the day. And this is part of being mindful. This is mindfulness, mindful eating. So once you start putting all of these steps into practice, then you'll eventually start to notice a really huge difference. They're baby steps, but they are what make that big change in the end, and especially in your awareness while you're eating, which then gives you that, that ultimate power to just control your anxiety and your emotions. And then next, you want to try to build up your self-esteem. And that means, you want to learn to control your emotions. I know that's hard. It sounds like way easier said than done. But I know, because this is not, I know it's not an easy path to walk down, but it is absolutely, it's so necessary if you want to actually eliminate most of those causes that are causing you all of that emotional binging. And you want to work on your inner self-talk here. So the words that you say to yourself, they play a huge role in determining what you think and how you feel. So not only that, the things that you constantly repeat to yourself in your head, they turn into your beliefs. And then in the end, they just become part of your reality. They become part of just who you are. And, that's not the path you want to be going down. So if you have ever said to yourself something like, I can't stop eating, or I gain weight very easily, or maybe I have a weakness for sweets, something like that along those lines, the fact is, the fact of that, it's very difficult to control your emotions. And that should not be a surprise to you when you're saying these kinds of things to yourself. So you want to be able to start changing that inner self-talk that's going on in your head, and then change it to things like, oh, I enjoy taking care of my body and my health, or I control my emotions better every day, and I respect my body and my health. More of these positive thoughts towards yourself, then those are the kinds of things you're going to start believing and realizing and feeling within your own body. So this way, you're getting a handle on your emotions, and an extra benefit, you'll get from this is that you'll end up feeling like I said, more energy and more power from it, from just these positive words, these positive affirmations. So, these are my tips for today, to help you stop this binge eating. And I'm sure that, if you start applying them to your everyday life, you'll start getting closer and closer to your own goals without actually struggling, against yourself, with, without having to start, a new diet plan every other week. So if you liked this video, and if you think someone else might find it helpful, please feel free to share. And hi, Deb, how are you? Thanks for coming on. And as I mentioned very early on in the video, I actually was doing a little experiment today with my videoing, because I use my phone and I usually have it standing upright, and I switched it going this way today. So I'm curious if that looks any different for you guys. But when I upload my videos to YouTube, I get those black strips on the side. So I'm trying to see if this is going to change that for me. So like I said, that's my little experiment today, and I appreciate any feedback at all, or if you have any questions about the content I covered, or about your own health or weight goals, I'm happy to answer your questions. And if you'd like to dive a little deeper, we could always jump on the phone together for about 30 minutes and dive really deep into your own health and weight goals, and see about where you're maybe feeling a little stuck or confused, and see how I can take you from where you are now to where you'd like to go, if that's something you'd like to look further into. Hi, Pamela, how are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'm getting ready to hop off, but if you missed this video, please go back and watch the replay. I had a bunch of tips for you guys, and let me know if my turning the phone this way was seemed any different as far as from a Facebook point of view. So I'm doing a little experiment. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for listening. And I hope you have a very beautiful day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.